and welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's main series, and I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty, and we are doing our weekly series. I'm doing it a day later than I usually would, just because I'm I was a little bit under the weather, and I was just like, oh, I don't feel like doing makeup on Saturday, so I'm gonna do it on Sunday. When I've gotten most of my chores done and I'm feeling a little bit better. So I am feeling better, and I am in the mood to do some makeup. I'm in the mood. So all right, I didn't have a theme until I talked to my husband, and I asked him, I was like, what should I do for makeup this week? And he's like, so he went through a list of colors, and he's like, what about yellow? And I was like, I think I did yellow. So he was like, what about silver? And I was like, I haven't done silver in a minute. So yes, let's try to do a little bit of silver. So we're going to do a grayish silver look today. And that's why I've got my gray headband. I found my gray bandana hair scarf. And I have this sweater I got from Old Navy many moons ago. And it's super pretty. It's got like gold, I want to say filaments in it, I guess. It's not like my usual cardigans. It is in the style of it, but it's not, the texture isn't the same, is really what I'm getting at. But overall, this is a gray one. And I am wearing this was a gift from one of our cousins. This is a super gorgeous dragon pin. It's a pin that like pins on here. And he's really pretty. So there's like jewel detail. I'm trying to get a little bit closer. There's like jewel detail here, and then he's got a little small jewel in his mouth here. He is super pretty. So I was like, I'll wear that. I haven't worn it in a little bit, and so I was deciding that I was going to wear it with this outfit, but silver. So let's get started. So we're going to do face today first. We're going to do it first. So, and while I'm doing this, we're going to have a little bit of story time. We're going to have story time because story time is important, kiddos. And I seem to be a magnet for drama. Seem to be a magnet for it. So we're gonna do, but while I'm doing my face and we're doing all this, I'm gonna tell a little story. So to start though, let's talk about what we're gonna use. So I got this in the last beauty haul. This is the Ellen Tracy Flawless Face Primer. It says apply a thin layer to bare skin, wait 30 seconds, then apply makeup. Now, I have tried this a little bit before when I was doing the beauty haul, and I was like, oh, this make my skin feel nice. This feels nice. So I keep seeing it because I went to Marshall's, okay, as part of that beauty haul. If you go watch that episode, it's the latest one. And I kept seeing all this Ellen Tracy stuff in there, and I'm like, that name sounds familiar, but I gotta think about this. And so I was like, okay, all right, they got a primer? Oh, and it was only like $5. And I was like, oh, all right, well, let me go look up. I bought it, so I was like, you know what, for $5, I'll try it. So, which is kind of the point here. So I was like, well, let me go try this, and we'll let me look at some reviews too and see. And people swore by this. And they swore by the other makeup in her line. So I'm like, okay. They used to also make clothes, which I do remember very vaguely them making clothes. So we're going to try this primer on a larger scale than the other day when I did the beauty haul. Now, what little bit I did put on, it felt good. My skin wasn't, I didn't break out or anything, so we seem to be cool. So yeah, we're gonna try this for primer today. So for face primer, so let's get started here. So yes, I do have a bare skin. I did not wear makeup yesterday because I didn't do makeup yesterday. Oh, we gotta remember to shake up. Hold on, sorry. It is liquid, so Kind of got to shake. All right. So, and it feels like lotion and it smells like old lady talcum powder. Also, this pump does not want to necessarily come out. It doesn't want to come out. It does not like coming out this little bottle. But for $5, I wasn't complaining too hard. I really wasn't. So, trying to get some out of here. It does look like lotion too. All right. So yeah, it smells like old lady talcum powder that my grandma used to use. And yeah, I know now they're all like, don't use talcum powder. But I can remember smelling this on my grandmother's. My grandmother had a little glass, and I'm looking at one of them because I got it when she died, and my grandmother died in 1996. So February of 1996. So I've had this little thing on my dresser for decades at this point. Her grandmother's been dead for 30 years at this point. But I got this little glass tray that she used to have. It's real pretty decorative tray, and so she used to keep all her things in it. Grandma didn't wear makeup, so but she wore perfumes sometimes, and so I can remember her having this in there and this smelling like that. It's amazing what your mind remembers. You smell it enough. All right, so I am not going to put it up here because bangs. I mean, I actually could probably pin my bangs back. I actually might do that now that I'm thinking about it. I might do that, and I probably should have did that well before we got here. So let me see if I can find some more bobby pins to pin my hair back. Wish my stuff would sit still for a second. I found a bobby pin. See if I can part my hair here. So these bangs on this hair, I cut. And I trimmed them up because they were like down to here originally with this wig, and I pulled this wig out and straightened it up a little bit. I've had this one for a minute, but it's got the Betty bangs on it, so that's why I've been trying to keep it nice and keep it well kept. Give me just a second. I'm leaning off camera so I can look. See if I can find another bobby pin. I found some because I need one more to do this. What I'm wanting to do. I'm gonna put that over there too. Okay. All right. It helps to have a little chair just sitting there. All right, so let me pin this hair bit. Okay, perfect. So now you can see my forehead. Usually when I wear bangs like this, I don't tend to do my forehead area, but I'm getting into the spirit of doing that. So now I actually need a little bit more because I didn't intend to do my forehead. Crap. And I don't need a whole lot. So, but yeah, this very much reminds me of my grandma's makeup. My grandmother's makeup table thing. I assume my grandmother wore lipstick and things when she was younger. I've never seen a picture of my grandmother young. And I'm talking about like young. The youngest I've ever seen my grandmother in a picture is probably when she was like my age. And that's how I know that I look just like her when I put my glasses on. Cause that is what she looked like at 44, 43, 44. So yeah, I found that picture. Now my mom told me back in the day, they had seen their wedding photos, her and my granddaddy's wedding photos, from 1946. And so she said my grandmother had a beautiful, upsweep, and She had on a nice little suit, and she was real pretty, and she had her face done up a little bit. She was a blushing bride of 19. I was like, what? Grandma was 19. And Mom was like, yeah, they started early. They started real early, which was kind of crazy because my grandmother, I did the math. My oldest aunt was born in 1947. So they got married in June of 1946, June 25th, 1946. My aunt was born April 24th, 1947. Yeah, so my aunt she was a honeymoon baby because my grandmother was pregnant. So they got married at the end of June. My grandmother's birthday is July 9th. My grandmother was pregnant by her birthday. I did the math. I counted back 9 months, and I was like, oh, grandma was, they didn't waste no time. I was like, wow. They wanted a family together, and they wanted a large family together, so they got started real quick. And I was like, okay, that's fair. And that's how they did it back then. So there's that. Yeah. But she said that she was a very beautiful blushing bride of 19, and she was gorgeous. Face all prettied up, and these cheekbones, because I got these from my grandma. And my eyes, and I mean, I look like my mom, who looks like my grandma. So there's that. And I also look like my granddaddy a little bit too. I look more like my mom's side of the family at this point. All right, so it said on directions, wait 30 seconds. So it has been more than 30 seconds since I put this on. And it does feel very soft. I do feel it. It's very soft, exactly where I put it, which was kind of all over the face, but definitely it's very soft in most areas here. So, yeah. And it does not cast a pall on my face, so that's good. And it feels, like I say, it feels soft. It feels fine. So I think this will be a decent buy. Now I don't go in Marshall's super often, so might be a minute before I go back in there and buy some, but there's that. All right. We'll let this sit for a minute. And now, let's jump to eyes for a second so I can let that dry while I'm doing all this other stuff with my face. So for the eyes, we're going to use the ColourPop Party Proof Eye Primer. This is in the shade Caramel. Y'all can't really see that, but Caramel. So, I've been using these a little bit more recently because I hadn't been using them for my eyes to do my eyeshadow and all of that. I was like, oh, I do have those. I guess I should probably use them. So here we are. So let's get started on this story. So listen, okay, this is gonna be like the dumbest thing, but also names and places have been changed to keep some anonymity here. So I had this friend, and I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. We've been friends for probably like 3 years. Almost 3. Okay. Almost 3. And so this friend, I was under the impression that we were friends. Like, this is... Okay, one of the things about having social anxiety is that you try not to be all in folk face, and you try to minimize the potential for being too much, okay? And in my case, I know that my personality can be a lot. It can be. So I'm always trying to be cognizant of, am I too much? right now? Am I doing too much? Am I just doing entirely too much? And not to shrink myself, but to not just get on folks' nerves and be all in their face and doing all this extra stuff. And I try not to be that person, okay? As y'all can see, I put entirely too much on this eye. Entirely too much. So I'm just going to take my finger and, because trying to use the brush and fix it is just not helping here. But I try not to be that person and do too much, okay? And if I feel like I'm being too much, I mean, I let people know, hey, my bad, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being too much. And I tend to let them dictate the course of the relationship. That's why this is important that I'm telling you all of this. Because I let this person dictate the relationship. And I was told I'd be concerned. I would just be devastated if you or like these two other people went away. Okay. And I'm like, okay. I'm flattered that I'm flattered that you care enough that you would be upset if I went away. Okay. But I'm not also one of them people who, get the big head thinking I'm super important to folks. I'm important to the folks who tell me I'm important to them. And I go on about my business. I learned that being involved in the type of family that I came from, my family of origin, who will quickly remind you that you are in fact not important. And that you do not matter if you are not a very specific person in this family. Okay? So, all that aside, I learned to just chill. Okay? And let people dictate the relationship. So, I thought everything was fine. And then last year, so all this foolishness goes back till like starting last year. All of a sudden it was, well, here's me. I'm at the center of this orbit. This is the person telling me this friend telling me this. I'm at the center of this orbit. And my spouse is over here and my family's over here. And cool. That's the first inner ring. Think of the planets, if you will. Okay. So I'm like, I already see where this is going, but all right, continue. So then they're like, and then there's my social circle. They're out here in the outer planets. This is like, this is the sun. This is like Jupiter, okay? The family and them apparently was Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth, okay? And this person was the sun. Then now we out here at the outer planets, which would be like Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. We still think of Pluto as a planet because I was raised as Pluto was a planet. So then you have the outer planets, okay? Also think Sailor Moon, if you will, too, okay? If y'all are into anime. And then there's you. Note that this planet way out here at the known edge of the universe. And I'm like, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. What you trying to tell me? Like, hold on, bro. What are you trying to tell me? Apparently my ass didn't even rank known universe. We weren't even like a planetary object within the solar system here. We way out there on the edge of known space where it takes thousands of years just to get to the planet. And I'm like, like my face was just like, like, wait a minute. Hold on. Where are you going with this? It was unprompted. It was not that I asked, what is my place here? None of that. It was literally, this is where you are. This is your place. Know your place and stay in your place. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. You ain't got to worry about me being, all right. Whew, I know how to take a hint. So that happened around Christmas of last year. I am sharpening this pencil, by the way, with this little sharpener, because we're going to do our under eye now. So I said, well, okay. I'm waiting on this to dry, completely dry, and I'm pretty sure it's dry. But we're going to go ahead and do this under eye. So I said, okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. God dang it. I dropped my pencil and I don't know where, it went back there. So I said, that's cool. I'm going to grab my pencil, so bear with me. So I said, okay, that's cool. That's fine. All right. You ain't got to tell me twice how you feel about me. If that's how you feel about me, that's how you feel about me. All right. So that was at Christmas time. Did not, and I do mean did not, speak. Now, apparently, this person realized they screwed up. Okay. They were told by multiple people, hey, God, that probably wasn't what you should have done. You can't tell that to somebody and then be in their face constantly the way you are with Lindsay. You can't do that. Because what you're saying don't match what you're doing. It don't match at all. Now, I have several theories as to why all that went down, but suffice to say, I'm entirely too grown and too busy to be sitting up here worried about why somebody is doing what they're doing. Okay. So, all right, under eye is done. I really like this. This is that Ruby Kisses black. Now, it went on like a thin pencil almost, but it gave me the black that, how I like my little, sometimes I like a little thicker black, and it did that. Okay. So, I'm going to put that back in the kit. All right. Now, since I know eyes are dry, let's start on, I'm trying to debate, do I want to do this face first, and then I want to worry about the eyes, because I know my eyes are dry now. I think I'm going to go ahead and do face. So for foundation today, to figure out what I did with my foundation just that fast. Oh, I stuck it right here. All right, so for the foundation, we're going to go in with the Juvia's Place Natural Radiance. I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation in the shade Cameroon. Okay. Watch. Look at it. I learned. Instead of being weird about things, I learned. So I'm preparing it in my little pot here, which is fine. Instead of trying to twist that off and be weird about things, we learned it's a pump. So yeah, so didn't, I was like, I know how to mind my business and go on somewhere else. Because clearly what I thought we were is not what we are. So now I'm painting this on my face and trying to paint some stripes and get her on the sides, around the sides. So I said, well, let me mind my business and go on about my business. So then slowly, we had to work together at the beginning of the year again, and I was just like, why? Just why? So, fine. I do what I gotta do. I do what I do. Okay. Mind my business. Very slowly, they ramp it back up. And I'm like, didn't you just sit here and tell me that I was out here at the edge of the known universe? Ain't that what you told me? So why are you back in my face again? But all right, cool, whatever. But I remembered. I may have forgiven, but I didn't forget. And I kept it in the back of my mind that all of that was their doing. They created this problem. They wound up having to backtrack. They had to do all this foolishness to, do some mental gymnastics and emotional gymnastics to fix, I guess, what they considered a problem that they had created on their own. Note that, because that's going to be a theme here. So, fine, cool. But let me tell you about jealous-hearted people. There are 3 types of people in this world who are going to tell you the truth. Babies, drunks, and angry people. This one here is an angry person. They are a miserable, self-involved, insecure person. And I didn't realize this until recently when all this blew up. So this entire time, it turns out, I'm looking at my kit because I'm going to grab my brush. Bear with me. I am going to need that brush. Let's grab this one too. Okay. So what I did was grab my more foundation brush because I'm going to do the things. But it turns out that this entire time of knowing this person and being around this person, they have literally been shit talking me the whole time. Not just, oh, hey, I'm upset that, Lindsay does XYZ. It is literal whole shit talking. Well, I don't understand why she gets to do XYZ. I don't understand why they are constantly in her face and they helping her do all this. And she ain't even trying to get the concept of whatever it is we doing. She ain't even trying to make the effort to get this concept. And I don't even understand why they at her desk. Now, this is the messed up part. This was said to another colleague of mine, okay, who more than likely may or may not be watching this. So yeah, you already know. You already know what I'm talking about here. This colleague and I are friendly, okay. We ain't the best of friends, but we're friendly. And I like them. I like them a lot. So they let me know, oh, hey, by the way, the person that you think you are super cool with, they out here like trashing you. And I'm like, oh, word? Are they now? Yep. And not only are they trashing you, but they are turning around and smiling in your face. Not even 30 seconds after hitting send on a message that is trashing you. And making you look bad, by the way. And I'm like, baby, I don't need you to make me look bad. I can do that all by myself. I don't need somebody to do that for me. Okay? I can do that. I know how to do that. After 44 years, I promise you, I know what I'm doing when it comes to screwing stuff up for myself. I know how to do that. So, I'm sitting there like, this supposed to be my home. This supposed to be my homie. And this how you do me. Okay. All right. So I didn't say anything. I said, fine. I'll let him fall on the sword. Okay. I'll let him fall on the sword. He gonna give himself away anyway. So, I mean, I ain't gotta do nothing here. But let me go ahead and let me drop some knowledge here about what this person seems to have failed to realize. One, I am one of the remaining allies that they may have had. Okay? Because the other people around him, they don't like him. They don't like him. And I've been in more than one situation where his name came up and it was not in the glowingest of terms. And I was like, no, don't do my homeboy like that. He ain't even in here to defend himself. Don't do him like that. Nah, that's not cool. Don't do that. He good. He's good. I'm out here defending him. Okay. He got dog piled on by somebody who was above him. I went and spoke up in his defense. Went there and told him, hey, this is not cool. I don't appreciate y'all talking about my homeboy like this. That's not okay. Don't do him like that. That's not right. Had it been anybody else, I would have, and I had been in the situation also, I would have gone in there and been like, don't do that to them either. That's not right. Because that's not right. We don't treat people like that. Especially when we out here talking about we need their help. So, more than once defended him. Y'all, it was like, well, you supposed to do that. Am I? Because I really wasn't supposed to. I didn't have to. Not at all in my job description. Not at all in my resume. Not at all in the little manual that came with me. Okay? None of that. So, suffice to say, your girl was not pleased when I found that out. I'm cutting my crease. This is the BFF, ColourPop BFF cream gel liner in the shade Karaoke Night Metallic. So this is really this is from their I want to say their limited edition. The ones that they did the after hours party stuff. And I have a bunch of the I have a bunch of the shadow sticks from that limited edition. This was like, I want to say last year Christmas that these came out. So, or somewhere around that. It was just in time for the holidays. And so I bought this stick and I bought some shadow sticks to go with it. And I've worn them and they are absolutely stunning. One is like a dusty rose. One is like a deeper silver than this. And I got another one. Oh, I don't remember what the color is, but I got like 3 of them. But either way, that's what this is, and that's how I cut this crease. But anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, word? Oh, that's what we doing now? Okay. All right. So I didn't say nothing. Goes away and comes back and then gets in my face and wants to be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, get out of my face. Just get out my face. You already should know that I know what you did. We're too old for this. We are too old for this. We are in our 40s, our mid 40s. I just turned 44 this year. What are we doing? This gives some real mean girl, I peaked in high school energy. Okay. Like, I was like, how do you have time to do all of this too? Because none of this makes sense. How do you have time? So that was one of the things too. Because, and this is the reason why I say I'm reaching into the kit to get this, because we're going to do an over the eye pin-up eye. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, or are we? I don't know. Now I'm thinking about this. Do I really want to do an over the eye pin-up eye? I don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't know. Do I want to do that or not? I'm thinking about this. Maybe. maybe. Yeah, I think I will. Because I haven't really done it. I did it for the buying and trying episode, but I haven't done it other than that for a minute. So I guess I will do it. But so I'm drawing this over my lash line, and then we're gonna fill in. Um, but y'all, it was like, what are we doing? We are too old for this. Where are you? Why are you like this? You're too old for this. I. So then, when he got called out, tried to play victim. That's the problem here. Aside from the fact that, maybe don't say dumb shit about people who are your allies. Maybe don't try to play the victim when you get caught. You can't walk it back. You can't walk it back. You can't. There's no way you can walk this back and say, I didn't say that. No, I literally saw where you wrote it. And you were talking about me. You can't even say you were talking about somebody else, because you shouldn't be doing that either. Like, it was like, what in the world? Like, you have to be a very sad person. But this person lives in what we like to refer to as a gilded cage, okay? And when you take a look around, there's a prevailing theory here too. And this is why I say this is also another piece of information we're gonna drop some knowledge on. It is well known that this person, I'm going to use my mirror. I'm going to use my handheld mirror so y'all can see I'm doing my recording here. I'm going to use my handheld mirror to do this so I can get a little bit more precise. Fill in here with the black on this eye and the other eye. But it is a well-known fact that this person is not looked upon favorably. And the work ain't exactly sparkling. Okay. Without giving too much away here. The work ain't exactly sparkling. Okay. So, it's known that this person ain't exactly what we would call the workhorse. They not really. And instead of just, I don't know, shutting the hell up and doing the work and learning how to do it, you worried about whether or not I'm learning how to do the work and whether or not I'm doing it. And I'm like, the time you spent worried about me, you could have did it yourself, and you could have learned how to do it yourself. Don't worry about what it is I'm doing. Don't worry about me doing my tasks and the stuff that I've been learning how to do. Don't worry about that. You need to be worried about yourself, because you ain't exactly setting the barn on fire either yourself. I know I ain't setting the barn on fire. That's not the problem here. I am well aware of what my strengths and my weaknesses are. Well aware. I don't need somebody to point that out. I mean, if you're going to give me constructive criticism, cool. But you need to be, if you're going to do that, you need to be well beyond where I am. And this person is not. And I was like, and what pisses me off the most is, I'm like, I've never once been like, you're terrible at this. And, unlike what they said about me, I've never been like, oh, you're terrible at this. I don't worry about that sort of thing. It's like somebody literally trying to run a race with you. They out there warming up. They get stretching their limbs, got their best running shoes on, or what they think their best running shoes is. And they out there getting ready and sitting down on the track, and you like, oh shit, I'm outside? I'm outside? I didn't even know I was going outside today. Yeah. It's like that. So it's like, you poor thing. Bless your heart. This is where that good old southernness comes out. Bless your heart. You poor baby. Anyway, so what we going to do here for the eyeshadow. Now, we are ready for eyeshadow. Y'all can see I got my black on. I got my crease cut. For the eyeshadow, we're going to go in. This is the NK Makeup. And NK is Nika, New York. Nika, New York. We're going to go in with this shade right here. I don't even know what that is. It's eyeshadow, but it doesn't have a name. So we're going to, I'm just going to give it a name. I don't know what the name is. That is a super pigmented purplish blue down here at the bottom. Y'all see this? That looks blue, but it also looks purple. But I think it's more blue. I've never used most of these in here. I can see the ones I've used. Like I've used this gold right here. I've used this copper here. I've used this lilac here. And I think I've used this, well, I have now. Maybe I didn't use it. But I'm picking it up on the brush. On my little tool here. And I'm going to apply. And then we're going to apply another one on top of it. Because I have a feeling we're going to need to. Yeah. It's pigmented, but it's barely on there. And I am getting some of this on my black, so I'm gonna have to clean it up, I suppose. And I'm getting it above my crease cut, so I'm gonna have to definitely clean that up. Which is fine. Cleaning it up is not that hard. So y'all can see it's there. I put it on. It's very pigmented. And it takes a minute. Now I have some other color of this. I have another palette that has from this company, and it is one of the most beautiful slate grays I have ever seen. It is extremely pigmented, and it is gorgeous. So I'm not surprised. Now, I've also gotten a glitter palette from them, and I didn't like it. The glitter palette was trash. But this is pretty good. So I apparently they claimed, back to the story here, they claimed that the person showed me the message where they were trashing me, that was malicious of them. How dare they? I was like, you dumbass. Like, I was just like, you dumbass. First of all, maybe don't do the malicious thing. Don't do the malicious thing of talking about your friend. Somebody that you literally called a friend and was all in their face. Maybe you shouldn't do that to start with. Then, people wouldn't tell on you. Also, you miscalculated, because I guess you thought that person was more of your friend than they were. Yes. I was like, whoa, buddy. You misread the room there. But it was the trash talking them. It was the audaciousness and the audacity of it all. There's a reason why I'm reminded that I don't like people in general. Because a lot of people in this world are very, very, very audacious. They have balls on them, if you will. And they just do things and think they gonna get away with it, and that other people shouldn't be upset because you care about them. And I'm like, I don't care about you that much. So, and the thing is, I really liked this person. I did. I liked them a lot. I liked spending time with them. I liked talking to them. I liked getting to know them. I was like, this is why I don't deal with people. This is why I don't go out of my way. because people are trash. So next, we're going to use to fill in here and do a little bit of extra. This is the Morph Going Platinum palette, and we are going to go in with this center color here. I'm sorry, I am not on frame. We're going to go in with this center color right here that is called Going Platinum. Look at that. It's called Going Platinum. So picking up a little bit, because I learned with this palette, y'all can see, y'all can't really see this, but I learned with this palette that, y'all, a little bit goes a long way. It really goes a long way. And if you're not careful, you will be very, very heavy-handed with this. So we're going to pick up a very little bit of it and work with it. I mean, I like how this eye turned out once I clean this up. The color payoff is really good here. Like I say, as you can see, I used very little bit, and I already done got super heavy-handed down here on the black. It is very intense. I have to give Morph that. These are great as toppers. That is what I learned about this palette. This is a great topper palette. Okay, that's really all I needed there. As you can see, it added a little bit more. So somebody is honking the horn outside my house. And I'm like, can you not while I'm trying to record? All right, so now I'm going to clean up this top of this eye a little bit. See if I can clean this up just a tad. Because I'm going to redraw my crease cut. See if I can't wipe that off. So as a coda to this, yeah, that relationship's done. We're done. Because with friends like that, who the hell need enemies? I'm like, damn, like, for real? That's what we doing? I'm just like, bro, don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me. Nah, you can stay over there and be a hater. Don't come over here. I don't need that. I don't need that. Because that is, when I tell you that is straight up player hating. Listen, I know people don't say that too much these days. I know what the kids are calling it now, but listen, when I tell y'all that's straight up what people my age would have called player hating back in the day. Listen, that is some straight up haterade. I'm like, why are you such a hater? Why are you so insecure here? But, like I say, when we know we mediocre and we know we ain't up to par, and people are asking, well, why ain't you up to par? Why aren't you excelling here? When we want to deflect from it, we're going to say, oh, see, no, actually, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain here. You pay attention to over there. She's terrible. I'm like, bro, they know I'm terrible. Like, that's not anything new. They know I'm terrible. You're not telling anybody anything new. Like, they know I'm terrible. That's the problem. We know we terrible. We know we ain't the tip top of the charts here. I know that. I'm learning how to do whatever it is we're supposed to be learning how to do. I am literally learning how to do this. It ain't like I came in and was like, okay, I know how to do all X, Y, Z. No. And I've been open about this. It ain't like I'm out here trying to front and be like, oh, I know how to do it. No, I'm literally like, I am learning how to do this because I don't know how. Thus, I have to ask a million questions. Like, come the fuck on. Anyway, so now I'm going to do my eyelashes. This is, of course, the Essence Lash Princess Mascara Primer, extra length and volume. I have not been using this recently. I have been using a lot of other things. And so I was like, I want to use this because I have not been using it. So we're putting it in. I am twisting. I'm not pumping. We are twisting because I learned that from one Mr. Robert Welsh, makeup artist. Do not pump. Always twist if you want to get extra product on. And that is a sound hack to getting more product out of that tube. So I'm just gently trying to comb through these lashes. I have to blink every so often because when I pull this up, it's acting like it wants to be in my eye, and I'm like, nope, you can't do that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, bro, you got problems. I'm like, you have so many problems. It is not funny. You need to get some help for that. Do something. But you're going to get out of my face. You're going to get out of my face with all that. Because this is not okay. And I don't have time for this. I literally don't have time. I am trying to learn to do what I need to do. I'm trying to paper chase, okay? And get this money. Because I need this. So, I need this. I need this a little bit too much. So, I don't have time to be playing whatever game you think this is. Just because you ain't got nothing else to do with your time. That's your business. What did you do in your spare time is your business, but do not involve me in your foolishness and time wasting, because I ain't got time for this. And I will jettison you so fast before I let you mess this up. So fast. I done worked too hard and too much in the span of several years to get here. Managed to do this while trying to, manage the not dying thanks to the plague, and just trying to survive and do something for myself that will better myself, help my spouse, help me, and take care of my family. To get in here and get messed up by somebody who ain't got shit else to do. And I meant what I said when I tell you, too grown for this. We're entirely too grown for this. And I especially don't like when somebody tries to both sides it too. Don't try to both sides it. There ain't no both sides. They're wrong. They're like, I don't like a both sides and type of person. I don't like that. That pisses me off. I really don't like that. Don't try to get me to see the other side for somebody. This is pretty black and white. Pretty black and white. Maybe don't talk about people. I cannot. All right, for the mascara. We're going to use, I'm thinking about it. And also I have an eyelash down there somewhere, feels like. Let's go with, I'm going to use this Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes. I haven't used it that much. Let's see. I got 2 of those. So I got 2 of these. And I don't use them that much. One is the What the Fake, and one is, I thought they were both Bye Bye Panda Eyes. They're not. One is Bye Bye Panda Eyes, and one is What the Fake. So let's try the What the Fake. Let's try that. Okay. Ooh, a lot came out on the tip of that. What? That was a lot. Okay. Okay. So I'm going in and putting this mascara on, which y'all know how much I love Essence mascara. So I bought these a minute ago and I just don't use them that often. But I like them. I really like them. I like the Lash Princess line also. So y'all see I'm looking over here in my Barbie mirror in the magnification section. That's why I'm kind of sort of leaning off camera. Sort of out of frame to put this mascara on. This actually reminds me of the Yves Saint Laurent that I have, the Lash Clash. It's giving that. I got a bunch of other Essence ones that I haven't used either. The Volume Stylist and a couple of other ones. I think my neighbor is across the street, like revving his engine to test it or something. I don't know. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. What are we doing? All right, so that's one eye. As y'all can see, super black. Plus, I already have black underneath. All right, and then we're gonna go through and do this one, starting in the center of the lash and going across. Okay. Trying not to touch my freaking nose. I mean, I'm gonna powder this down anyway, but still, I kind of not like to get mascara on my nose. Trying to hurry up before this dries. Before the primer dries. Trying not to also mess with my eyeliner up at the top where I did my crease cut. See if I can see in this mirror a little bit. I'm trying to see in this mirror. Can I see a little bit better? I mean, it's black on there, but it's not really spreading out them lashes too much. Okay. All right, so both eyes are done. Looks all right. Okay. Putting it back in the kit. Let me see about this. This is the Volume Stylist 18-hour lash extension mascara. Let's see about this. It's also by Essence. Because I have used this maybe twice. I mean, that really didn't do too much extra, but all right. I did a little something, a little bit. Then I'm gonna use me some Call Me Queen. Use Call Me Queen a little bit. See if I can do something with this. Get this pulled up a little bit more. All right. See, I can always count on Call Me Queen to show up and show out when I want to spread some lashes out. Because Call Me Queen will do it. Because the wand on Call Me Queen is for false lash. And it spreads them out. So, You can see it on that eye a lot more now. Yeah, I can see it more there. Okay. Trying to comb through a little bit and spread these bad boys out. Okay. Yeah, they definitely spread out on that. Okay. Yeah, now I see, you can see it. Even over the black line. Okay. So I have finished my eyes. Looking in the mirror to see, do we need to do any other cleanup with the eyes? No. All right. Eyes are done. Let's turn our attention back to this face. We need to powder her down. So I'm going to use, and I really like how this foundation went on and it worked. I'm going to use some concealer up underneath. This is full coverage, by the way. But I want to use a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to use the I Am Magic concealer from Juvia's Place. This is J7. We're going to try to do a little bit under the eye here. Okay, let's see. Is there any other? No. Really don't really need to put it anywhere else. Okay. Bear with me just a second. I am sticking it back in the kit. All right. Then I need to blend that out, and I need a beauty sponge. Can I use a beauty sponge? Okay. Beauty sponge is a little dirty, but I guess it's just me. It's just me. Okay. Okay. Now that 7 is a little bit lighter for me. Because y'all know I discovered the 8 is the right color. It's the perfect match for me. So 7 is a little bit lighter. For me, I think. I think it might not be. I might have that backward, and the darker the higher your number, the darker it gets. Maybe. I think that's how that works. Because I think J1 is like white, like pale ghostly white. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I have to go look and see. But face is facing. All right, so now we're gonna set. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder. It's the loose setting powder. I'm trying to get me a thing here. All right, we're gonna put her down. Putting her on my palm, and I'm priming it here. And then we're gonna set. Try to set that under eye real well. And then Getting the chin. Get my cheek. Get my under eye. Under here. And my T-zone. Let's see if we can't get this other. Should be the last little bit that we need to do here. I am gonna at some point maybe teach myself how to contour. I've been watching people contour and it's really not that hard. Doesn't look like it's super hard. So I think I'm gonna teach myself how to contour at some point in the near future. Okay. Oh. Now I did kind of brighten up my face here. This setting powder did. Now, it's not crazy looking. So the Gobi is, I probably need maybe a shade darker for the Gobi than the Gobi, because this is in the shade Gobi. But I really like this. It works really well for me. It's just I can't find it now because they've discontinued it. Like they don't have it at Juvia's place. They don't have it at the website. They don't have it at, like, I can't find it on Amazon, can't find it at Ulta, nothing. And I'm like, I don't know what else to do then. Because I got that originally on Ulta. I ordered it and found it, like, got it. And that's how I got it. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. Now that we have done that, next steps. So we're going to do highlighter. I don't think I'm going to wear blush today. I think I'm going to do highlighter only. And this is the ColourPop Dewy Liquid Highlighter. This is in the shade. I got to be able to read it. Immediately Yes. All right. Now that we have learned how to do highlighter and do it right, we're going to, because highlighter and liquid blusher does pretty much the same thing. We're going to do it right. So I grabbed my brush already when I grabbed my foundation brush. It has a doe foot applicator. So you do 1, 2. 1, 2. It would help if I, put the thing down like I was supposed to. All right. Now, this is where we learned the necessary trick. And I want to show y'all. Do not just tap. No, when I tell y'all I learned, I finally paid attention and was watching, and it was like, tap. See how I'm diffusing it? And it does not look crazy. Almost 2 is almost too much. Almost. But almost. And really, I did this wrong. I did this in the wrong order. Also, too, I learned how to do this and do it right. I really should have put this down on top of the cream that I did, because you put your cream with your cream. This is a cream liquid, and I use liquid foundation. So I really should have put this down before I did all of that. But we're here now. So, but notice it's diffusing it a little bit better than just me sitting here swiping. Like I say, had I done this in the correct order before I put that powder on top of it, it would have been, this would have been better. but you can see it on this side. I really didn't put enough on this side. I mean, you can see it, but it's not to the same degree as that side. And that's because I didn't put enough on. Y'all saw I didn't really put it down enough. Let's put a third one there since we didn't really do it correctly the first time. Okay. Now, it should be better. Immediately, yes, is more like a champagne. And so that's why I'm using it with this look today. It's a champagne, but it's the closest silver highlight and or blush that I have. So I might buy some more. I might buy some silver highlight. Okay, so as you can see, it's already diffused over here. It's pretty good. And this side, pretty good too. I'm trying not to get it in my eye. Let's, be smart about that. Not do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like that. See how that sheen? Y'all can see that nice little sheen. It's a nice little sheen over here. That is how you do that. Instead of sitting there doing all this swiping like I was doing, that's how you do that. All right. So now that we've done that in the incorrect order, let me put it back because I have some Juvia's Place highlighter also that's like pink. I guess I could maybe use that too because pink is gonna show up. For me, pink shows up as matching my skin. But I do like that highlight. Ooh, that highlight turned out nice. Okay. I really don't need to put on any blush, I don't think. I'm good with this. Okay. So, all right. We've done that. Now we need to do lips. So, we're not going to wear lipstick today because we're doing a silver eye here. We're going to do a gloss. So, I'm going to use this to match my lips because this matches my lips very well because then I'm going to do a clear white frosted gloss. So this is the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Sand Beige. I know, just without even having to look at the pencil. Okay. I really just want to do this. My lips are all chapped up for whatever reason. I did not wear lipstick yesterday, and I didn't wear any type of makeup, so I didn't do. I didn't use my lip mask last night, and I can tell. Double check to see if did I didn't really. I thought I did, but I didn't. I thought I got this on my face, and I didn't. Not really. Probably a good thing I'm not wearing lipstick because my lips are super chapped up. And actually, I think this is going to be a time that calls for lip primer. I think that's one of the few times I'm going to use lip primer. All right, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip primer. I bought it ages ago, and I very seldom use it. So, but this is one of them times I'm going to use it. Okay, our lips are super chapped and tore up. I'm not sure why. So I assume it's because I am a little dehydrated, maybe? I don't know. Because they are really, really chapped on the bottom. Kind of chapped on the top. But like I say, I'll put some once I take off my makeup and I put on some um I put on some I put on my lip mask once I finish. I will that'll help. All right. So it looks like I have on pink now because once I did all that, it took my liner and smoothed it all out on my lips, which is fine because, like I say, I'm putting gloss on. I'm not putting on lipstick. So I'm cool with that. So this is the Lip Glossies by Bath and Body Works. This is Flawless Shimmer. I bought this ages in the last beauty haul. This is one that I got for free. So I'm gonna try it. And see how this works. It smells good. All right. It also took some of my liner and put it all on this doe foot applicator. It just did that. I didn't wait that it did that, but whatever. Let me put this back. Okay. I mean, the gloss is nice. I ain't gonna lie, that's really nice. Again, it looks like I have on pink thanks to this liner. I'm getting it everywhere. Now, this is the gloss. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Gloss, and this is in my favorite Gemini. So, of course, you know I bought my star sign. Y'all know I did that. You know I bought my star shine. All right. So, let's get an iridescent gloss to it. I love it. This is cute. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's what I'm talking about. That is a cute lip. Okay. It is kind of pink, kind of clear. But when I tell y'all my lips are absolutely destroyed, some of it is coming off. My lips, like the skin on my lips, was kind of coming off here. I probably need to exfoliate it. Probably, but it'll be all right. All right. As you can see, I got my highlighter on my lips. It looks like I have blush on because of that brush, probably, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. It looks like I got a little bit of blush on thanks to that brush, but I'm fine with that. But this is cute. This is a very cute look. This is the final look, and we're gonna use some setting spray, and we're gonna finish her up. All right. So I want to try this She Glam again. This is the She Glam Locked In Setting Spray. Um, keeps your makeup fresh all day. 16-hour long lasting. It's all right. I liked it. The little bit that I used the other day, it was fine. All right. Mr. Sweetful is charged up again. 3. So he is charged up. I do like that that is a lightweight setting spray. It's a very much a mist. It's definitely, but it's very lightweight. It's not super heavy. And it's fine. Sometimes though you want a heavy setting spray mist. Sometimes you want a light mist. But I charged this up the other day. I was super excited I could use it while I was charging. Now this natural radiance is also going to give me, even though I've mattified this to death, it gives me a shine on my face regardless. So there's that. But I like how this look turned out. I'm very pleased with this. The eyes are cute. They turned out fine. The lip is fine, even though my lips are destroyed right now. Yeah, this turned out fine. The highlight turned out cute. Highlight was real cute. I should learn how to use it correctly finally. Alright, face is dry. And we're going to put on our earrings now. So I got these little owls. They're super cute. See if I can get it on. Okay. That's one. These are, that's what they look like. They're little tiny owls with little jewels on the chest. They're super cute. Little dangly owls. I love owls. I think they're fascinating birds. And they're beautiful. They're super beautiful birds. And like last night or night before last, I heard them. I'm sitting in here in my makeup room, and I heard them hooting. Because we have them every so often. We'll have them in our yard, and they hoot kind of late. You hear them out there hoot, hoot, hoot. I'm like, oh, it's an owl. Mr. Owl is back. And one time, like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, I saw one at night. Was up in the tree, and then it flew off, and I was like, oh, that was an owl. That was a big owl. But it was an owl. I could see it. Like, I could see it. All right. This is the final look. Charlatans and shit heels, we're done. This hair's still looking fresh. Still fresh. Still cute. This is some cute hair. I got this from the hair store. This is very cute hair. I'm going to take my hair down too. I mean, I could leave it like this. The bangs pinned back, but this is some super cute hair. I'm super impressed with this. Ouch. I pulled my hair. I pulled my actual hair that was like up underneath there. Kind of like it with the bangs not there, without the Betty bangs, but okay. What? Cute, super cute. Okay, this is super cute. I like it. Okay, so that, my friends, is the completed look. So, what did we learn today? 1, don't talk shit about your friends. Okay? Don't do that. That's a dumb idea. That's a really dumb idea. Also, just be professional. Don't be a jerk. Don't be weird. It's not that hard. Like, don't be weird and rude and talk about people unnecessarily who are, you know, trying to help you. And also just be nice. It's not that hard to be a kind person. It's not that hard to be nice. It's really not. I don't get this need to be weird about things, but and to be unnecessarily rude and just awful to people. I don't understand that. It never makes sense to me. And they want to be yip yappy about how you ain't got friends. Like I don't understand that, but whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. Makeup wise, I'm very pleased with our progress. From the last time I did a silver look, I'm very pleased with our progress and learning, and you know, being able to execute and know how to do certain things, even if I did kind of do something in the wrong order here. Um, yeah, I'm okay with this. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and sitting here watching me do this makeup for an hour and a half. We're up to 4 series. We have Buying and Trying. That's our newest one. It's where I take makeup that I've just bought in a beauty haul and I put together a look using that brand new makeup. Mostly the brand new makeup. We also have this, our main series. Is where I do a look from start to finish and show y'all all the products that I use to do it. Then we have the breakdown, which is a completed look, and I tell you the products I used from finish to start and how I achieved it. And we have the beauty haul, which is where I buy products. So, thanks for watching. Come back and watch more of our videos later. Peace.